Hey everybody, I'm Greg Graffin. I'm at Amoeba in Hollywood, and this is What's in My Bag.
There's a place up ahead and far along, far away from the past that seems to draw all mistakes you've forgotten, carried on, making time.
Let's just see what the old hand pulls out first. JD was so helpful in pointing me to this box set because the other Hank Williams box set is too many songs to listen to.
Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
I like compilations by prolific artists who are long since dead because I think of myself as a prolific artist and not everything is that great. But Hank Williams is a great singer-songwriter in the tradition that I consider myself, so you have to know some of his important body of work.
She's long gone and now I'm lonesome blue.
This thing has 4 CDs worth of music, of which I'll learn maybe 6 songs, but that's great. Ooh, now this is one of my favorite all-time albums, and it's very hard to find. It's called the Watson Family Album. You know, it's remarkable to me that more people don't know who Doc Watson is. He carried a tradition of old-time music into the modern era.
Hey, that train carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 hey.
I was introduced to this by my uncle, who's now 80 years old, and he was a student of the 60s folk revival. And at that time, someone convinced Doc Watson, who is the greatest flat-picking guitarist ever to live, convinced him to stop playing electric guitar and go back to playing what he does best, which is old-time music. And this was his family recording in their living room. And if you can find any of these Smithsonian recordings, buy them.
Because I'm forgiven, my soul will find heaven. When I die, I'll live again.
The next thing is a big book. I actually live on a farm. Our only crops are vegetables from our vegetable garden. But we do have almost 40 acres of hardwood forest to tend to also. Not only is it a good gift for my wife, my wife tends most of the gardening, but it's also in German. And my wife is German heritage, so I didn't even know this book was available. So I'm definitely bringing this home. Can we release this video after Christmas, please? This is another of my favorite albums. Now you might wonder, why are you buying your favorite albums again? I have multiple copies of albums like this that I always misplace or that I've burned onto one system and then lost the CD. This is Stephen Stills' Manassas.
You know the song of love is empty now, as it always seems to have been.
What Stephen Stills did, he was of course one of the famous members of Crosby, Stills and Nash, but he was a great songwriter and a singer and acoustic guitar player. And he put together kind of a super group in the 70s and made this fantastic album called Manassas.
And the treasure of the wildness that like Santa comes in diamonds before the wind.
It's hard to find, but it's highly recommended. And that's it.
Oh, thank you so much.
This was a great shopping experience.
See that train coming, boys, rolling down the main. Draped in black, she won't be back. It's Lincoln's funeral train. With a portrait